The first time I saw him, the sky above Kepri Station fractured into color. That was the only way I could describe it later, like reality itself had blinked. One moment I was standing in the arrivals hall, clutching my transit badge and trying not to look like a provincial human on her first off-world assignment. The next moment, a tall figure stepped through the bio gate, and my breath simply stopped. He wasn't human. That much was obvious. His skin shimmered faintly, like moonlight trapped beneath glass, and his eyes, those eyes, held a depth that felt ancient and impossibly calm. The station lights bent subtly around him, as if the universe itself made space. I didn't believe in love at first sight. I believed in probability, neural chemistry, and the slow accumulation of trust. Yet something inside me tilted, rearranged, and locked into place. Across the hall, high above the crowd, the alien queen turned her head. Queen Oraline of the Virexian Concord was not supposed to be present at a minor diplomatic intake. Yet there she was, seated upon her levitating dais, her crown of living crystal humming softly. Her gaze cut through the noise, through the layers of security, and landed squarely on me. Her eyes narrowed, not in suspicion, but recognition. "Oh," she murmured, her voice echoing inside every mind in the hall. "So it has begun." I learned his name later. Kael'thur, a Virexian envoy assigned to cultural integration. He spoke softly, choosing words with care, as if language itself deserved reverence. We were paired for a cross-species orientation, purely procedural, they said. Nothing about it felt procedural. From the beginning, there was an ease between us that defied explanation. He laughed at my clumsy jokes. I found myself finishing his sentences, despite the linguistic gap. When our hands brushed during a data exchange, the air hummed, and both of us froze. "You felt that," he said quietly. I nodded, afraid to speak. But we were not alone in our noticing. Queen Oraline summoned me 3 days later. The throne chamber was vast, organic, and unsettlingly alive. The walls pulsed with slow light, reacting to her presence. When she looked at me, it felt like being weighed not by judgment, but by truth. "You love him," she said, with unsettling certainty. I swallowed. "I barely know him." "And yet your soul has already decided," she replied. "It always does." I wanted to argue, to explain that humans weren't governed by destiny or cosmic bonds. But her gaze softened. "This is not coincidence," she continued. "Virexians bond rarely and never without consequence. Kael'thur is bound marked." My chest tightened. Bound to what?
To you.
The middle of our story unfolded in stolen moments and quiet revelations. Kael'thur explained the bound mark, an ancient biological resonance that connected two beings across species, time, and probability. It was myth to most Virexians, a legend spoken of with reverence and fear. "If the queen knew immediately," he said one night as we watched the stars drift past the station windows, "then it is real." "Is that bad?" I asked. His silence was answer enough. The Concord did not tolerate instability. Cross-species bonds threatened political balance, inheritance lines, and the Queen's own precognitive authority. If our connection deepened, Kael'thur would be recalled, or erased from public record entirely. I should have stepped away. I should have been practical. Instead, I reached for his hand. The bond ignited fully then, a surge of warmth and understanding that flooded my mind. I saw fragments of his memories, crystal cities, twin suns, a childhood shaped by duty. He saw mine in return, earth rain, loneliness, my fear of never truly belonging. When the Queen felt it, the station trembled. She confronted us together this time. "You have crossed the threshold," she said, her voice no longer gentle. "The bond is now irreversible." Caelthur bowed his head. "Then let us face the consequences." But the Queen surprised us both. She dismissed the guards. "I knew the moment you looked at him," she said to me. "The bond sings loudly to those who listen." I've seen futures where this love fractures empires, and futures where it saves them. She stood, her towering presence radiating power. "I will not destroy what may become necessary." The ending did not come in fire or exile, but in choice. Queen Oraline offered us a path forward, dangerous, uncertain, but free. Caelthur would relinquish his political standing. I would abandon my human commission. Together, we would become something new. Emissaries beyond borders, proof that connection could transcend biology and fear. The galaxy reacted predictably. Some called us heresy. Others called us hope. As for the Queen, she watched us depart from her throne, a small, knowing smile on her lips. "Love," she said softly into the ether, "is the one force even I cannot command. I can only recognize it." Years later, as Caelthur and I stood on a quiet world beneath unfamiliar stars, I finally understood what she had seen that first moment in the arrivals hall. Not just love, but inevitability, and the courage to let it exist.